Hi, Cancer Moons. Thank you so much for being here. I am Divine Femme Carrot 144. Very happy, grateful, and ultra blessed to bring you this reading. This reading is designed for those who have their moon sign in the zodiac sign of Cancer. Unlimited to anyone who should find this message or should this message find you. For this reading, I will be doing a 6-card spread using the Melanated Classic Tarot deck. I'm going to go ahead and begin shuffling. And I do just wish you all the very best. I hope that you're all doing well, staying grounded, and staying true. Making the best of each moment, no matter what. We always have a lot to be grateful for. Even in the midst of the storms. For some of you, snowstorms. I love the snow. Okay, we'll do a couple more here. Just want to make sure they're nice, good, and shuffled here. All right, so we'll split the deck here. Okay, Cancer Moon, so your first card we have is the Chariot card. And this is definitely your energy here. For some of you, this could be situations that are dealing with a car in the physical realm. Overall, in the spiritual realm, I'm getting that balance that one is having from within. With the yin and the yang energy, the masculine and the feminine energy. The Chariot also is the combination of all 4 knights in the Tarot deck. The Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. And so I feel that with this card coming out for your first card, it's kind of like not necessarily being at a standstill, but being in a position where I feel with this number 7, that's kind of like also like a midway point too. And I feel it's also connected to the energy of the Fool card and that state of having wholeness. And so with that being said, I do feel that with that 7 energy, it's about being in observation and analyzing, kind of taking a step back and sitting back and seeing the situation, seeing the bigger picture of everything, where I feel you may be in between situations as you are moving along on your journey. Either situations or people, and one is having to make a decision. But you are the master of your fate, the steerer of your chariot, and I just feel that you're doing the best that you can to make sure that you make the best decisions moving forward. And I feel that you know this, and a part of making that decision that is best for you requires this balance here between the yin and the yang energies there. I'm also getting High Priestess energy as well, where and Justice energy. This reminds me of the Justice card too. These are all coming to me, where I feel with that High Priestess energy, with making your decision and being balanced, you are also going within and listening to your intuition, listening to yourself first, rather than all that is going on outside of you that may interfere, may distract, may cloud your judgment. I do feel with this Chariot energy overall, you're in your power and you're definitely listening to yourself and doing what is best for you, making the decisions going from within rather than the experience of what may appear on the outside of you. Where I do feel that also too, with the solar eclipse energy that we just had, there may be cycles of disillusionment where you were presented certain things, certain situations, or offerings from people, whether that be a relationship or just generally themselves, I'm getting all that glitters is not gold, and that you have learned from this as being a part of one of the lessons that you, I feel, have successfully completed and coming out of this cycle, moving forward and ending a cycle here with that 7 energy, being a part of this as a major arcana of the manifestation phase. So it's almost like the Trojan horse energy where you're kind of preparing and doing things that are necessary for you, moving in a certain way that may be a little bit more meticulous and strategic versus how you have functioned in the past. You're also very guided, I feel, with the intuition aspect and you utilizing that to the best of your ability and trusting yourself. You're also trusting the universe and allowing your ancestors and angels to come in and assist you as well. And I'm seeing this as a red cross here too. So some of you may be in a situation where you, I would say in the past, may have felt like there was an emergency type situation, but being in a contemplative state of awareness that you're taking the appropriate precautions to make sure that you are well taken care of as you continue to move forward. Again, making sure that you make the best decisions for you. All right, so let's see what the second card is. We have the Hermit energy. So this is the 5 of Cups, but I'm seeing this as a Hermit energy where I do feel that with that stopping and observing and seeing the bigger picture, there's an energy that is also present here that's in a Hermit phase. And Hermit is Virgo energy. That's also energy of 9. We do have a 5 here that is representing change. But this totally reminds me of the Hermit. I do feel that the Hermit obviously is outside, has been making some moves along their journey, where I do feel that with this Chariot energy and sitting in one's chariot, trying to figure out which way to go, what direction they should be led in that contemplation, I feel that this is taking place here with this 5 of Cups energy. So kind of having a focus in that Hermit mode energy where one may be taking the steps. I feel like this is some kind of progression, and 5s being a part of this change here that is taking place within the Hermit. Seeing this aura of protective white light around this Hermit energy, I feel that is a part of the process of them gaining strength, being able to take steps to move from indoors to outdoors, but still going through a transitional phase where the focus is more on the cups that have spilled over versus the cups that are, the 2 cups that are behind them here. So possibly in a state of mourning or grief, where one is trying to come out of that. And I would say being enlightened by the divine here as well. Because I'm also getting hangman energy with that enlightenment and the white aura that is around one. So I would say with this overall energy here, the importance of this Hermit type energy that is outdoors, very important to get out in nature and to stay grounded, to stay balanced. I feel that as one is doing that, this process of focusing on these 3 of Cups that have spilled over is a part of this transformation for this Hermit, so that as they go through this grieving process, being in their emotional fields here are turning around, and as they turn around with this enlightenment here, are able to see and have clarity on what it is that they actually do have, which is the 2 cups still standing here. There may be some of you who visit the water, have a connection with water. This is a water energy with the cups, 5 of Cups and the Cups energy, which is Scorpio, which is your energy, and then Scorpio and a Fucus and Pisces. So we have 2 cards that are representing your energy so far, where I do feel that this is just kind of speaking to where it is that you're at currently on your journey. And if this isn't resonating with you, this may be someone that you are connecting to. But a very sad energy here too. And with that Hermit energy, I'm getting there is some kind of depression. But then also too, that depression is like the medicine. It's like the caduceus, where with the two snakes and the healing energy, taking that poison and what may seem like poison and using that as medicine for healing. And I feel that this is a part of the enlightenment here as well. And a part of that 5 energy of change. And then also too with the 7 and then going into the 5, even though this is a major arcana, I do feel this just kind of also speaks to the depletion and the demeanor and the mood of one's energy and how one might be feeling on the inside, where they may appear this way on the outside, but internally, you know, on the outside, we're at a 7, on the inside, we're at a 5. Still kind of focused on the past and reflecting, moving through this, to be able to see this 2 of Cups energy here that is present. The 3rd card we have is the Strength card. And I'm smiling at this because it makes me happy to see that this following this 5 of Cups energy, there is hope and there is potential. And it isn't just, you know, going to eventually present itself. It actually came out after the 5 of Cups. So I'm really happy for whoever this has been resonating with, that you have received this card. I was also going to say that with what I was just speaking on, going from the 7 into the 5, where it kind of goes into like a downward slope, there's a rise that's coming back up. And I feel that in that process of going through that grieving stage of this 3 of Cups and not so much focusing anymore on what one has lost, but what one still actually has. And this resonated in the last reading that I did for Gemini Moon. So that could be significant for you as well, or if you're tied to someone who has Gemini Moon. But I feel that as one is turning around with this enlightenment that they have obtained by being in hermit mode and by taking the steps to be outdoors, as they go back, they're going to turn into these 2 of Cups here to see what it is that they actually do have. And I feel with that 2 of Cups and that potential of knowing what it is that they still have being gifted to them from the universe, it is providing this overall energy of strength, where in that partnership and this coming together with the 2 energies and the cups of emotion, being able to fill one's own cup, and in doing so, knowing that there is another cup that is connected to you that is doing the same thing. And I feel that that is what is represented here by the Strength card. So there's power in numbers. And this is a very strong statement, I feel, coming from this 5 of Cups energy, to know that all hope is not lost, and that in working together with someone who feels the same way as you do, loves themselves, is, you know, has elevated into a beautiful state of purity here, and also has very strong, powerful magician energy. I feel that this energy is present here to help you. Where I do feel, and I'm getting this, where there may have been, like with the masculine energy, and just take it as it resonates, it's not gender specific, but for masculine energy, there has been a lot of pride. A lot of pride on the outside, and then a lot of pride that is keeping one from, or has kept one from realizing the specialness in this 2 of Cups that they've had. Where they may, with that pride, for some reason had that cloudiness and misjudgment and the disillusionment on that importance of the 3 of Cups, but it's spilled over and it's not usable. And so I just feel that with that pride, this process of grieving and going through this transition for a masculine energy is coming out of this. And as they run into this Two of Cups, I feel that that is going to bring in clarity about the importance of the feminine energy, not just with who they are physically connected to, but that feminine energy that lives within the masculine energy, and having that balance. So you may have an instance where we have one who is balanced and seems and appears balanced on the outside with the masculine and the feminine, but not really owning up to the feminine energy that is within them, accepting the feminine energy, honoring the feminine energy, and in honoring that feminine energy within themselves as a masculine, they're going to be provided with this in that Two of Cups energy, where that's going to help them to gain strength by being in that connection and losing that pride and being vulnerable and surrendering to the universe and allowing this feminine, where it may look like the feminine is closing the mouth of the lion, but I feel that this is like in an instance of taming and helping one to not be so much in this physical world and not so connected to that, where it's keeping them in this hermit phase and this depression state, giving them hope to know that in helping and receiving that help from the feminine energy, that they're going to increase and actually receive what is considered to be one of the most happiest cards in the deck with that Two of Cups, where the caduceus energy over that Two of Cups energy is also symbolic of the Ten of Cups energy with the rainbow and the 10 cups that are aligned in that rainbow. 8 energy is Scorpio's ruled by Scorpio, the 8th house energy there. So you may have placements in the 8th house that could be significant. I feel it has a very strong connection with this Two of Cups and that connection tie there with the Magician energy. We have 2 magicians here, where I do feel in that partnership and the connection, one is assisting the other to come into their power and into enlightenment and that clarity of who it is that they truly are and what they're actually capable of doing in order to move forward and move forward successfully. Very strong Leo energy is present here as well. All right, so let's move on to the 4th card. 4th house energy is your energy, the Cancerian energy, and I love this energy. Is very comfortable, welcoming, nurturing, loving, wholesome. There's laughter, there's joy, trust. A nice pillow to, lay one's head on is what I'm getting with this energy before we even look at this card here. So here we have the Lovers. Now this was in reverse. I noticed. I don't do reversals, but the energy was noticeable when I had overturned the card. So overall, with the energy of the Lovers being present here, and with it being in reverse, I'm going to go ahead and leave it in reverse just because what just came to me was that contemplation and being in the middle of 2 situations where we have a Two of Cups energy and then we also have the Lovers energy here. And so with the Lovers that presented itself in reverse, I feel that this is dealing with that strength and having the strength to allow oneself to surrender to the feminine energy within themselves, and then also with that feminine energy connecting in this Two of Cups energy. And in doing so, it's going to help overturn this Lover's decision, where one I feel is, and with this falling under the Chariot and speaking to this energy being of one who is outside of themselves, I feel this is more of a physical and fleshy type energy and not necessarily something that is based off of a true soul connection, but more off of 3D perspective and what one believed that they had to look for in a particular person, or that person's way of being or status or whatever. I feel that this is tied to this. And with this being overturned, I feel that the strength is helping to overturn this card so that this contemplation, and while one is sitting here in their power and observing which way they should go, having this balance on the outside, but also maintaining and realizing the importance of the balance on the inside, balancing the masculine and feminine from within, so one isn't in this state anymore, receiving the light, receiving the strength, losing the pride, being able to make a strong and firm choice to, I would say, obliterate this obstacle that may be in front of them as they're gaining the strength to move forward and move forward successfully. This Lover's energy being overturned. And so with that also being said, this is a card of 6 where that 6 energy is being turned over into a 9 energy. It is a Roman numeral, but when we have that energy that is in reverse, I do feel that just kind of confirms that energy of being more in the flesh energy and not so much within a soulmate and soul tie and soul connection. Of course, you know, everyone that we come across in the 3D realm is going to be a soulmate that is designed to help us along our path. But I do feel with that Two of Cups energy being so prominent and making a very strong presence, especially with the fire energy that is around it, I do feel this kind of speaks to the energy of a destined connection where it is unique and is not like any other connection that they could possibly have with a soulmate. I feel this is a very top level spiritual connection. And one is ordained and blessed here, as I'm also seeing that white light of protection as well there too. But with the 6 being overturned, going into that 9 energy, I feel that 9 energy is speaking to the humanitarian that is within oneself. And in being a humanitarian, one must most definitely appreciate, love, and value themselves. In order to be able to help others, it's so vital to be able to help yourself first. And I feel that this is kind of speaking to that process there and not being so focused on what is outside of them, but what is within them, and acknowledging both sides of what makes them whole, which is the masculine and the feminine energy. And the confirmation of this separation and making the decision to not go along with this Lover's energy. The hands are not together here. And I don't feel like they're coming together. I do feel like they're being split apart. And I do feel like this is also a divine intervention that is taking place with the ancestors of 2 individuals who are destined to come together, who are already connected very much so spiritually. And the sun is that protectant over them at all times. I do feel with that energy present there as well. And this dealing very much with matters of the home and foundation and stability. Very important. All right, so let's see what the 5th card is. And with that 5 energy, we have the 5 already here with the 5 of Cups energy. This card is going to fall underneath this 5 energy. So we'll have double 5 energy. You may be seeing 5-5. This could also be speaking to a very strong ending that is taking place with the 5 and the 5 coming to a 10. 10 speaking to endings. All right. So this is quite lovely. We'll just marinate on how pretty this card is and that guidance that I was getting from the sun. Also from the energy of this foundation matching that orange energy that is surrounding this 2 of Cups here. I almost want to cry. It's so pretty. And the message that I feel from within coming from this card is very heavenly, and it's very lighthearted, and it's very loving. And I feel that the feminine energy is kind of speaking to the masculine here as to say, you know, and see, you know, hey, we have this power, we have this energy, we're here together, we've made it into this lifetime together, we're side by side spiritually. Why wouldn't you want to make this happen in the physical here? And I feel that being a part of this energy where it appears that the feminine is closing the mouth of the lion, but I feel that that's what's being said as this action is taking place. So with the 5 energies and speaking to change, massive change here, I feel with the ending energy of this being the 5th placement and then that 5 coming into a new cycle, we have the 4 of Wands here. Wands energy is fire. Leo, that Leo energy, Ophiuchus, Sagittarius, and Aries. You may be seeing 1111. This is also the twin flame card. I feel that this is a celebration, overcoming the obstacles of this lover's energy, being in the flesh and more in that physical 3D programming, coming out of that, allowing the universe and the feminine from within, where that feminine without is also going to present itself, helping one to gain strength to overcome this and move into this Four of Wands energy, which I do feel is the absolute to a connection of this Two of Cups coming together in some kind of marriage or a bond or a union that is uniting happiness and joy. And this is all very well deserved after all the hard work that one has experienced and been through. Complete and utter happiness, celebration from those that are around one. And I would say the family of all, the families of everyone that's involved, all coming together and celebrating this energy. And I feel this is happening in the physical and both in the spiritual. But I would say mainly I'm getting more in the spiritual because this is a very highly spiritual connection where the ancestors are welcoming as these two individuals I feel are walking through, coming out of this and moving through this together, coming through this gate of this 1111 portal here towards their ancestors and being celebrated, ready to have a party and enjoy themselves and live freely and in happiness and abundance that is rightfully theirs. Seeing the fruits of their labor, for sure, and a destined promise for both of them. We have two red ribbons there. Four energies is going back to that fourth house energy of your energy in the house of Cancer, and then with matters of the home, but also fours speaking to stability, sound structure, and sturdy foundations, where I do feel that the basis of this foundation is that spiritual connection and that tie and that unconditional love that one will always have for another because of what they have experienced together. I feel coming to enlightenment, realizing that this isn't just something from this lifetime, but from many lifetimes where they have been working together and are coming together even more to reach that ultimate progression and reaching the finish line here with the Four of Wands. All right, so let's see what the sixth card is. I love this reading. Last card, with that six energy, we have the overturned Lover's energy and that six there. This is going to be falling under the 8 and the Strength card energy here. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Now, this was in reverse too. And I'm feeling that very strongly too. I really don't feel strongly about reversals. So this is saying a lot to keep these in the overturned placement that they are. And the reason that I feel that this Seven of Pentacles is in reverse. Now, this was in the Gemini moon reading that I just did. And with this being in the reverse here, where I do feel with another 7 that we have here, like I'm getting a lot at one time. So I'm getting that the wait is over, that there's no longer any need to wait because of the strength that one has built in coming together in this Two of Cups energy with this spiritual connection and working together in cooperation, utilizing that 8 energy, that Magician Infinity energy. And in doing so, 2 heads are better than 1. And so with that, I feel that that's speaking to this energy here of the wait being over. Overall, with this energy, one can see this individual here holding on to their gardening tool, but also very focused on transformative past type energy where there's 6 pentacles that are still growing, but the energy of this Ace of Pentacles here is right here at their feet, where the focus isn't on that pentacle. And so it's almost reminding me of this energy here, which is why I was feeling strongly about this being in reverse, because this Hermit energy is going to be turning, obviously, with the two energies present here together, where I do feel that these are very two strong Magician energies, making the decision to move past this energy of that flesh type, I would say societal standard of what one should, or what one should be in a relationship, who one should be in a relationship with, as far as the outside world, and what old traditions or old ways and, old thoughts and perspectives on why one should be with another. Like, I'll give an example. In certain families, it's a thing. If you come from a certain place, you want to maintain that level of stability. And so you marry into the same levels of that stability, regardless of whether or not you like that person. There's a lot of traditions that hold these things to be true, and do believe that, if two people are together, regardless of whether or not they like each other, and they both have the same levels of stability, that eventually over time that they're going to learn to grow together and to love each other. And I just believe that to be false, only because of the actual experience that I have experienced, where I am a divorced woman. And it was an important part of my life growing up, where there was this notion that, you wanted to maintain where it is that you came from, and make sure that you look at someone who has money. Now, granted, that's the responsible thing to do. You want to make sure you're matching with your energy, and that you're with someone who is stable and able to provide. But you want to make sure the key thing is to do this for yourself, and not be codependent on another to provide that stability. And I think that's where that trouble kind of comes in, where a lot of people are brokenhearted and aren't really being true to themselves and fulfilling that love prophecy that is within them, because of the outside ways that have been kind of pressed onto the society as a whole about who it is that they should be with, based on their status, in order to maintain a certain status, so that will continue in future generations. And I feel that this perspective is being all turned around as individuals are being awakened and coming into their true self and spirit, realizing what truly matters from within, working from that from within, and having that take place into the outer world. And then seeing that take place in the outer world, and being able to trust that, knowing that as long as that connection is there, and one is being true to themselves, and having faith and trust in the universe, that this Four of Wands energy is it's because of the foundation. It's not wavering. It's not falling. It's going to stand the test of time. There's no more waiting for this energy, because of the awakening and the enlightenment that one has received about this Two of Cups connection here. The physical evidence being present here in this Four of Wands here. And so with the Seven of Pentacles here, again, I just feel that this is giving a straight point to be clear that the wait is over. The Ace of Pentacles has been found in this Hermit energy, turning around and seeing these Two Cups and beginning to be vulnerable and do the work, allowing that feminine energy to balance them out, to be able to make successful moves into this Four of Wands, being in a place where they're no longer waiting, because it's already here. Let's see what's on the bottom. We have the Knight of Cups. So this is more of your energy, and I think this is great because this speaks to the offer, and that is coming forward. There's movement forward here, where we have that stream of water here. I feel that this is this Knight here. The Knight has turned, found these cups, found their own cup, filled their own cup, and in filling their own cup, they're able to offer a cup. So this may be you making this offer, or this may be someone you're connecting to who's going through this phase here. And now being in the Knight of Cups, wanting to make a love offer. And that Knight energy is a part of that Chariot energy as well there, as I had mentioned initially in this reading. I think this is a very sweet ending that is confirming that the wait is over. So congratulations to this masculine energy, whether you're male or female. I feel that this process was not easy. This transition was not easy at all. And that a lot of pain and heartache has come to this individual while being in a 3D programming set, with that Three of Cups energy being turned over, and just coming into that clarity through that pain and that dark night of the soul here, making themselves vulnerable and open to allow this process to continue to move through. And we have the art of what has taken place in doing so here. The wait is over. Love, love, love is coming on in. So these are very passionate feelings about expressions of love, defending one's love. The Knight is the defender of whatever the energy is that they present themselves with. And with the Cups energy, defending their love and that internal love, that soul love, that spirit love, that Two of Cups love. Moving forward to make an offer. Lovely. So this was your reading, Cancer Moons. I love it. I really enjoy all of y'all's readings, all the zodiacs. But I feel, Cancer Moons, your readings give a lot of wonderful, detailed animation with the storyline. I think this is great. And it's so beautiful to see the work and the progress that is being done by the masculine energy here. And very, very happy for that feminine energy that's connected to this masculine energy, who has gone through quite a bit themselves, and also assisting the masculine energy, as I feel the masculine is also assisting the feminine energy there too as well, to both be in their magician power to begin to make moves forward towards each other very sexually. Successfully. All right, so thank you so much for being here. I thank you all for your love and support. I wish you all the very best and a very happy, happy holiday. Whoever this resonates with, do enjoy it. And again, congratulations. Until we meet again, take great care. Peace. I love you.